Welcome, everyone. Was that exciting or what? That's our new intro for Stars and Cards. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, it is Tuesday again, and here we are live. We have an amazing show for you. We have Deborah in Florida, and we are welcoming our most anticipated guest, Mr. Richard Harris in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome, Richard.
Oh, it's great being here, Patty.
Oh my goodness, we had some tech problems and today it went so smoothly. So thank you, universe, everything all around us, that this really worked really well. So Richard is, among other things, and we will discuss all those other things. He's had such an amazing life. But one of his gifts is that he's a Chinese astrologer. And that is actually how we met down in LA. He and his twin brother owned a amazing cultural center called Lucy Florence, named after his beautiful mom. Want to talk a little bit about that, Richard?
Well, it's one of those things that was just came about in the universe. And the universe is that it was ongoing the Black Afro-American hub in Los Angeles named Leimert Park. And it was a coffee house that was there and the person passed away and they wanted that culture to continue in the coffee house perspective. And we were in Hollywood at the time as Lucy Florence. And excuse me, I'm a little hoarse tonight. And we went there and the world began. It was an adventure that we did not even expect to consume what we are all about as an earth sign. Ron and I, the late Ron Harris, my brother, are Capricorns and believe in dealing and digging into the soil to bring out wonderful things for people. And we feel we did that for the people, the creative people, the community as a whole, because it was important that we do that. And we did it for 10 years in Leimert Park.
It was a beautiful place. It was like a house, a huge house that had different rooms. And Richard and his brother Ron are very creative, and the way they decorated it, the hospitality, they put on plays, they had amazing speakers come in the community. It was just a beautiful, awesome place. And I was so blessed that Richard and Ron invited me in with open arms and lots of amazing hugs to present astrology. So I was forever grateful for that. Along with his Lucy Florence experience and bringing all the events and cultural artwork to Southern California, he was also on America's Next Top Model. And wow. him and his brother were the Swirl twins.
Yes, yes.
And you taught the models how to
move their bodies through the garment on the runway.
Patty's like,
it was like magic when a model, a female model, mastered the art of bringing that garment alive. And many did with the training we provided on America's Next Top Model. And we thank Tara Banks for that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. You and your brother, you alone, amazing personalities, a presence, it's just wonderful to be around. But I know why everybody is tuned in, because yesterday started the Chinese New Year, and it is the year of the pig. And Richard is going to share some of the things about traits and qualities about the year of the pig. and what is in store, and then how the year of the pig kind of gets along with the different other signs in the Chinese zodiac. He's very knowledgeable and so much fun. So go for it, Richard.
Well, the year of the pig is an amazing Chinese sign period. As we know, the pig is slippery and always creating some sort of havoc because the pig is a mover and a shaker. The thing is, though, when it match up to our Eastern world, it become an entirely different matchup, the East and the West. I often wondered how I respond to many things, but that's because I'm a Capricorn born in the year of the dragon. So when the little piggy would come by me, I had to have that room, and they were pissed off because they wanted a settlement in my area, and I had to clear that area for the big dragon tail. So the pig has always been involved with luxury and how they assume and make that happen. And everyone favored the pig because they had all that bacon. And we wanted that pig to love us. But the pig is peculiar in terms of who and what they love. So if you're a pig of the many different signs, the Taurus, the Virgo, the Sagittarius, the Pisces, on, and you wonder what this year would be like, well, this is the place to come, right here.
Yeah. So I would never have put the word luxury and pig together. So why is that?
Well, they believe in creating a space. And that creation, because they always, wherever they were going, had to make a space for themselves. And they lie in the bed of luxury wherever they are. It's amazing, excuse me, of the perception of a pig. Pigs are very, very into making money, being stable, and understanding that I must nester in my own. And my own is creating that family. That's why pigs have a lot of piggies around them. But when it come into the Taurus, the Capricorn, and the Virgo, oh my goodness, because we are earth people. And they believe in multiplying. And the earth signs are cautious people. So they don't really, it's a hard matchup for us. But this is the year of the pig where all fortune will come to thee. And pigs will. Go ahead.
So the pigs are they curious? Or they just like their comfort zone?
It's a little of both, Patty. Pigs are very, very curious. But they deal in making a home. And that home comes from checking you out. If you know any pigs, they nosy.
Yes. Oh my goodness. My youngest daughter is a pig, and my two older kids, that's what they say. She wants to know everything.
Yeah. And that's only because they want to make their plan. And you look at them and you say, well, why are you so nosy? Mm-hmm. And the piggy is saying in their own mindset, I need to make a decision. So I need to know all of your business and take it back. But it works so different with the different signs because, you know, we all come in different packages.
Right. Just like Western astrology, Chinese astrology has different levels of each sign, different stuff that goes on. So in your opinion, who are the signs that get along best with the pig?
You have the Libras, you have the Pisces, you have the Aquarians, you have sometimes the Leos. You know, the Leos are sometimes can be materialistic in an obvious way.
But what about the Chinese signs?
Well, they like monkeys.
Monkeys.
Because they can't catch a monkey. They like the challenge of that run.
Okay, so let me give you some years of the monkeys to see if people know. So the monkey starts, the years that are the year of the monkeys are 1932, 1944, 1956, 1968, 1980, 1992, and 2004. Those are the monkey years. The monkey years.
Yeah.
So I'm down here taking notes because I'm a Taurus and I'm a year of the pig. So I'm just writing everything down, Richard. And then I'm thinking, well, Patty, do you think I'm nosy? And I'm just like going through all the stuff in my mind, but it's so interesting. And hopefully some of my friends are joining because 1947, I believe, is also yeah. And they were saying, well, we're fire pigs and you're an earth pig, so we can put out your fire. I'm like, no. So it's so interesting.
So for the year of the pigs, people who were born in these years are the year of the pig. 1923, 1935, 1947, 1959, 1971, 83, 95, and 2007.
Yes.
So yeah, Miss Callista is a pig. And
she's a Virgo pig. She's a Virgo pig, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's having a lot of issues with that.
She's a busy little thing.
Well, you know, the Virgos are meet and greet personalities. So it sort of kind of go along with, I need to gather all the information about the people I'm meeting.
So the pigs seem like they're friendly, but they take care of their own. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, they definitely take care of their own. They, you know, they're like a herd, and they like to make sure that everyone in that circle is being taken care of. They're providers.
So do you see a difference in the Chinese astrology between a man pig and a female pig?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
What's the main differences, do you think?
Well, the male pig is an explorer, where they sort of, from time to time, overindulge in something. What that indulgence is, it could be anything. The female is very cautious with that. They live within a scope, and they're kind of chicky. They're afraid to go beyond the standards. But a male pig will explore. What you think about all those pigs that's out there? How you think they got them?
Well, my friend Lisa Marie says she has a Libra pig friend. What's a Libra pig like?
Well, you know, Libras are.
Watch out now, Richard. Watch out.
Well, you know, Libras don't like their house to be in balance. It take them in a whole different being. Libras are lovers in a different kind of way, a Scorpion. So they are making sure that their home is in accordance to what they feel is their lifestyle. Male pigs buy too many shirts. They're very materialistic. They're also ambitious in their own way. But the matchup of a Libra is that they love to be loved. And so it sort of comes to a conflict from time to time. What is her birthday in her Chinese sign?
I don't know. She just said a Libra pig. I know. So we have 3 dragons in the house. You're a Capricorn dragon. I'm a Pisces dragon. And then we have another person, Jessica, is a Taurus dragon. What do you think? What are the differences in that? A Taurus dragon, a Capricorn dragon, a Pisces dragon.
Well, I think that the Taurus, the Pisces dragon, deal with it in a different way. And when I say a different way, because the Capricorn and a Taurus are already built in leadership. And that dragon is demanding of leadership. Anytime you see a dragon come through, it is being celebrated. And Pisces people really deal within the house. They love children. They love cooking. They love a nice home and all of that. The Taurus and the Capricorns are going out in the field, digging where the gold is located. But then the Pisces want to know what time I can join you.
The Pisces sound smart.
I have a question, Richard. So what's the difference between the fire pig, the earth pig, the metal pig? There's 5 different elements. Is that correct?
Correct.
So I'm an earth pig. So what's the difference between, let's say, a fire pig and an earth pig?
Well,
or metal.
Yeah, it's metal. Well, those pigs are different in terms of you can look at your own lack of just to let everybody know, American. When we're looking at water, we're looking at something that's constantly flowing in the mindset. The earth pig is one that believes as what you would believe in as a Taurus, that whole cemented lifestyle, that permanent lifestyle. The fire one is about the fiery aspect of the pig, always involved in a passionate way with life. The elements come into play is how you deal with Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aquarian, is how those different aspects deal with you. And so, I mean, how you feel, Deborah, and being that Taurus pig in that aspect. That's how people have to look at that earth pig, that water pig, that fire pig, as to how it control you differently than how you really feel you are.
Thank you. So interesting. And then what is metal?
Well, metal is one of those things that's in between. Well, it's sort of like a fire sign, it's sort of like an earth sign, and the clash of the being becomes so evident in how you carry that out in your earth world. Say you're Taurus and these things keep flashing in the middle, hitting against one another in who you are in being.
Fascinating. Thank you. Well, so we have all these people coming. I have my sister on tonight. Hello, Miss Lila. She is a Leo dragon. We're 12 years apart.
Wow.
That's a lot of work.
Lila, did you hear that? Maybe you're a lot of work. She's a fascinating woman, I must say. Fascinating. And then we have the rooster. We have some people on tonight. We have a Taurus rooster. What are the roosters like?
Well, a rooster is one that is always supportive. They really enjoy supporting people in their endeavors. They're always on the shoulders applauding that person. They're the wings beyond that song, they're that person. They're that supportive person that carries through.
Deborah, that's Joyce.
I know. To a T.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you say she's Taurus?
She's a Pisces, but she's a Taurus rising, and she's been one of our biggest supporters.
Well, she make a great mother, being a Pisces rooster. I mean, just all her children just feel she's in support of any endeavor that they might choose to do.
Yeah, and her friends, and yeah.
That's good. That's good. And we have another Taurus pig down here. So, the Earth is in the house with all this Earth going on, the Taurus, the Capricorn, the Virgos. Our shows in the last couple of months we've had so much Earth people come in to view the show. It's pretty amazing. Sally down here says she's a Taurus pig, just like Deborah. So,
and that's a tough thing because, Taurus women in particular are very independent. And they are definitely earth women. So pigs, when they deal in the aspect of, the finest graperies and how well things are placed, it is a conflict with a Taurus woman. I mean, it's just unreal that, that combination of overindulging in anything is not part of the persona of a Taurus woman.
We have another question from Lisa. She was born in the year of the goat. How does that fare for if you're a year of the goat in the year of the pig?
Well, it's a combination of, goats are always climbing and making it to the summit. They do not want to be on the flatland. So goats are always climbing, and pigs are grounded. So the thing is with that goat is that ambition. It's going to take its time building momentum.
Ooh, you are speaking her language right now. She is climbing a mountain.
Spot on. I have chills. It is unbelievable because we both know Lisa Marie and what she's working on now. And wow, Richard, that is amazing. Amazing. Spot on.
Yeah.
That was good. I hope you heard that, Lisa. So you need to what's the word? Pace yourself.
Pacing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pace yourself. So what about the rat in the year of the pig?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's one of our favorites. Let me
just give the years for the year of the rat. The year of the rat is 1936, 48, 60, 72, 84, right. 96, 2008. Those are the year of the rat.
Well, the rats they are communicators. I mean, that's why they're always cheesing it. Because they got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
And you live in the world of communications, and that's what they do. They're going to bring you the dirt.
Oh.
And the pig just in terms of being there and wanting to know more of it. And the rat is taking it to him, cheesing every way down the line. It is a friendship relationship, no more than that, with a rat and a pig.
So a rat in the year of the pig is they want to get it all out, but people don't want to hear it.
Well, it turns out to be it's a lot more gossip than anything else. So you got to cut through the cheese to get to the real truth.
Wow.
And then we have the ox. They're born in 1937, 49, 61, President Obama, 73, 85, 97, and 2009.
It is a fixed personality, the ox. It's hard to move an ox. The ox is compared to a Taurus.
Oh, the bull.
Yeah, they have their own mindset. So we're not moving. And the ox is always just sitting there, year in and year out. Do you love me or you love me not? I'm here, right? That is their pack answer. I'm
And
here.
who do the oxes get along with?
The dragon and the snake and the rabbit. They also get along with sometimes off and on with the snake slithering around. They get along with the pigs.
Mhm. So then we have the tiger. The tigers are 1938, 1950, 62,
Right.
74, 86, 98, 2010, 2022. The tiger.
It's exactly what it is saying. The tiger. They are beautiful animals. It reminds me of a Leo. Always looking beautiful, but will snap to you quickly.
Well,
They get along with the dragons, of course, and they certainly get along with the snakes. All these creatures have their own being, their own destination. The tiger just sit there in its big luxury and watch you. They kind of like the dog. You can always bet a dog gonna meet you at the door. They're
well,
element.
we're going to get to the dog. I was married to a dog, and that was the epitome of the word dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have to step over them when you get in the house to get to where you're going, because they done moved on somewhere else. But
Then we have the rabbit. The rabbit years are 1939, 51, 63, 75, 87, 99, 2011, 2023.
well, we know all about the rabbit. They all
The rabbit.
they are so excitable. They are hopping around indecisively. I
Oh,
mean, we never know what they're going to say next. I mean, I'm just shocked. I know a lot of them, and the best thing that have happened to them is me, because I'm saying no. What is it going to be today?
Corey is not a rabbit at all. Corey
Yes.
has that Saturn on his ascendant. He is Papa's.
No.
Corey
Yeah.
I would not describe Corey as a rabbit. No way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He
That's
is.
hysterical.
And you know, that happen in many ways. I mean, it can happen in your work world, it can happen in your home life, that you are always subject to change.
Yeah,
And rabbits are always subject to change.
that is so not Corey. Corey was born during the Golden Rabbit.
Oh, okay. But
So
Corey is what is his verse say?
he's a Pisces, but he's a Sag rising, but he has Saturn right on his ascendant. So he's just Saturn.
You say, and I know I love you, Patty. But
I love my Richard.
Corey has always been into exploring.
Yes.
I mean, he did not, I mean, he has seen the world in many, many different ways.
Yeah.
That is certainly what that is.
Yeah.
And he has been very Pisces about it, because Pisces people believe in permanency.
Mm.
And the permanency is that I'm always have a home.
Yes, Corey will always have a home.
Right, right.
But that's interesting about the rabbits.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but you got to remember that the rabbit whole idea thing is change.
Yes, that is Corey. That is definitely Corey. He does it his way, but he needs to change.
Yeah, that's the rabbit.
Can we go back to the dog?
Wait, we're not there yet. We're going to go
sorry.
to the snake. So the snake is born in 29, 41, 53, 65, 77, 89, 2001, 2013, 2025.
Well, the snake is a beautiful slithering thing. You better watch your skirt tail because they move so quickly you don't even know what happened.
Oh.
And when they enter a room, we know that they are there. Jackie Onassis, Martin Luther King, Jack Kennedy, Gandhi, you name it. They have a statement. Yes. They have a huge impact once they get in, and they're never on time because they want to make sure everyone is seated before they enter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Male and female snakes are different also, Richard, like you just said, Jackie Onassis and John Kennedy. So that's a whole, like 2 Tauruses or 2 Scorpios or.
Yeah. They work different. Yeah. Yeah. But you had Jack Kennedy, a Gemini snake, and you had Jackie Kennedy, a Leo snake. So you have all that different meaning behind how they carry themselves, because Jackie, the elegant Leo snake, was always ready to enter a room. And Jack Kennedy, the Gemini, was everywhere like most Geminis can be.
He was living his life. Hey, everybody out there, I want to make sure you're still there listening, enjoying. Give us some hearts. Give us some thumbs up. We want to see that you're still in the game, listening, enjoying the presentation. I hope so. Let's move to the horse. The horse people were born in 42, 54, 66, 78, 1990, 2002, 2014, coming up in 2026.
The horse is always saddled up. You can tell them from afar. They got a jacket on. They love covering their shoulders. The horse is galloping through every city, exploring, knowing that they are the biggest thing in the room. They have a very assured personality. They don't deal with the little ones and they respect the little ones. Snakes are on their list for my most favorite people.
Oh.
Yeah. And they have a sensibility of stability because they will ride through the night exploring what they need to do to make it better.
Miss Abike is a snake.
Yes, yes.
And my Shawnees is a snake.
Yes.
Deborah, do you know any snakes?
I didn't hear you.
Deborah, do you know any snakes?
No. Well, wait a minute. I thought we were just talking about 1966 was the horse.
I mean horse.
Yes.
We're talking about horses.
Yes, Adam Rifkin and Chris were horses. Our horses. And I
Do
just
they
talked
wear
to Adam
jackets?
today. What?
Do they like to wear jackets?
Not necessarily, but the other qualities about what Richard was talking about, I think it's spot on.
Yeah, they I mean, it's a difference with men and women. The men are just very sure personalities as horses. They sort of gallop in the room, and Deborah already know that they're there. They make themselves known.
Yeah.
And then we have the goat. Those years are 43, 55, 67, 79, 91, 2003, 2015. Next up, 2027.
Well, they're ambitious. They are just like what they're called goats. There are domestic goats and there are mountain climbing goats. So you get that in the same element of the Chinese astrology, where they're always moving forward, deciding to stay in one herd. Their personalities are ambitious.
Good to know. And who did the goats get along with?
The goats are very favored with the dragons, the snakes, and the tigers.
And we talked about the monkey a little bit, but the monkeys I gave the years for the monkeys, right?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay, then the roosters. The rooster years are 45, 57, 69, 81, 93, 2005, 2017.
Well, we talked about the rooster because the roosters is the supportive sign.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, the dog. Woo! The dog years are 34, 46, 58, 70, 82, 94, 2006, 2018. Oh, that was last year, and 2030.
You can hear like those dogs was barking earlier. Dogs are always barking when they are distracted. And it's the same with the Chinese dog. You have to step over them because they're like doormats. You can't get in, they're not moving, they're stubborn, and they're always sniffing you. But they're the ones that need to be sniffed.
Okay, that is so crazy. That is, I'm like, whoa. There you go.
Oh,
But see, the whole thing is they are lovable. That is not easy, and they are protective personalities in terms of their watching out for their well-being through you.
yeah, those dogs are something else. The dogs and the dragons are not a match, right?
No, not at all. We no. They like those little ones where they can stand on their back. They let a little rooster sit up there every now and then. A little rat come in, give them a little gossip, and all that. That are all group of little ones, but they ain't letting none of us big folks come in there.
Yeah, those dogs. Woo! I was married to a
But you know,
dog.
people are crap. I mean, it's more dogs out there getting the perks than any of them.
What about the dog and the pig?
Deborah, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not asking. I don't want one. I'm just thinking like everything that Patty. Never mind. It's all good.
Who does the dog get along with?
Yeah, who does the dog get along with?
They really don't. They don't, because they have to have the lead.
Girl.
I told you they get along with the rat and the rooster and all those small things.
And the tiger.
Yeah.
Wow. How did you get into Chinese astrology, Richard?
Well, I did not understand why you had two Capricorns in the room and they were entirely different. But I discovered it's based on the year they were born. It's a combination. One is no good without the other, to be honest with it.
Because you mean Chinese and Western?
Right. That made the complete person.
Yeah, because you definitely know.
Life and how you respond to those animals. I think most of us have been around dogs all our lives, and those dogs are warm and they cuddly, but they done already sneaked out that little hole you got in your door, gone traveling somewhere else, then come back and snuggle up under you again.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. So right now what you're doing in Atlanta is that you're a teacher.
Yes. I go ahead.
And do you kind of use this gift that you have with your students?
I use it in the entire building. I'm in there with all the animals all day long, and their Western and Eastern world combination. And I was in a meeting today. It was amazing at how I already figured out I won't get a good answer out of none of it. because I didn't have the ones in there that was transparent enough to give the answer and think nothing of it. So
And
there you go.
And at the school right now, you are, you said you just got.
I have a new position. Yes, I am the director of the Performing and Visual Arts for the elementary school. We're the first elementary school with dance, music, theater, and drama. So I go in there as a big drag and every day, tail just wiping up and making sure that those kids experience things that they have not experienced before.
That is so perfect for you. You couldn't carve out. I mean, I just can't imagine how wonderful these children to have this experience and have you. It's got to be amazing.
Yeah,
And
well,
parents recognizing, and I mean, what a gift.
Yeah, but we are always, and I'm very universal. We are all created for something, whether we find that in our lifetime or not. It's already been carved out for whatever legacy you're leaving behind. And I love children, and I love seeing them. I love seeing the dogs. I love seeing the dragons and the snakes and the rabbits, and they just all come into the school.
Well, you said your favorite was the snake.
The snake and the rat. The rooster, because they make my ego feel real good. Doing all that applauding. I think the only one I really have problems out of from time to time is that old dog.
I'm telling you, that dog, man, that dog will will trip you up.
Well, I think it's the true essence of, dogs have been identified as true friends. But you got to remember, you let them go out without a leash, right? And so when they're running free, they're running free. And then you let them back in.
Yeah, we do. We let them back in, but then we cut them free.
It's the same thing, baby girl. It's the same.
Yeah. So, so you're teaching, and you get to do what you really love, and do the theater and the arts, and really allow these kids to activate their creative juices, which is a blessing. And it's called the Michelle Obama or the Michelle and Barack?
It's Barack and Michelle Obama Academy.
Amazing. And when was it?
We changed the name about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, from D.H. Stanton Elementary School. We have a dynamic principal that believes in children, and I was on a turnaround list for the state to take over. And she has definitely, with the staff and faculty, turned that school around to be just absolutely wonderful. It's a beautiful space, and I tell people I've been there. This is my 6th year, and I have not missed a day. Just all of that assignment. I get my Letterman oil out and just go on, rub down and get on out of the bed and get that to my children because I love them.
Oh, that's so wonderful.
Amazing.
Like we were talking about before the show started, it's like you've lived so many different lives in this one life. Yeah. And had so many different amazing experiences. And then just finally finding your niche and just finding peace in that.
Yes,
yes. Wonderful. Richard has a twin, and they were like this. They dressed alike. They lived together. You guys never lived apart.
No.
You always dressed the same. Everything, same hair, everything, clothes, shoes. And he passed away when, 5-6 years ago?
4, almost 5, in 2014 in November.
And I thought, oh my goodness, that would be the most difficult, hardest, because you were just one soul. It was almost like the two of you were one soul.
Yeah.
He is a psychic also, or astrologer, or?
Yeah, we both interchanged on that level. But you know what? I think that it has been, I was telling someone, my oldest sister died in 2005 in January of that year. And she really co-parented myself and my brother because we were the youngest of the six. And so from November through the end of January, I am reliving those deaths.
Aww.
But it is because we had a beautiful life. It come in a different kind of way. And I am living in the house in which we grew up in. So all the spirits come and celebrate those birthdays along with me. And my sisters which are Pisces women, are always saying, well, I don't know how you do that. I say, well, you know what? It is me that enjoy knowing that their spirit is still alive and maintaining in this house.
Well, that's your Capricorn energy, because Capricorn likes the tradition, likes, making sure that the old and the young and everybody stays together. So it's a perfect place.
So wait a minute. Richard, are you in your original house now?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you lived in Los Angeles and now you live back in the home that you grew up in.
Yes.
That is extraordinary.
I am, and I'm the only one that's left in it. Everyone else has died.
Wow.
Yeah. We bought this house in 1967. And it is a traditional home. It's sort of like in the South, it's where all of the migration to the middle class in the 60s moved out in these communities where I'm at now. So I take pride in maintaining this home because I know that Lucy Florence would want me to do that.
That's your mama.
That's my mama. And that name has brought me so many joys because we wanted to celebrate our mother's life while she was alive, and we did.
And you have a style. Every place that you went to, the way you decorate, I mean, the energy that you bring to any place that you have is, you just make it so unique and beautiful and authentic. And people are just comfortable the minute they walk in. That's a gift.
Yeah, and I really feel that I look at relationships people are in, and I say to myself sometimes that you don't really know what you have when you create that warmth in a relationship. So the deal with that is speaking honestly to the person that you're in a relationship with. You're good, you're bad, you're ugly. And work those things out, because we all have to remember that we need someone to go along this path with us, because at the end, you shall return to what you started at.
Yep, you do. So with that, thank you everybody for listening. We want to ask the question out there. Do you guys have any questions for Richard, myself, Deborah? Maybe we can get you guys involved. We've been doing a lot of talking on this show. It's been fun listening to Richard. Thank you, everybody, for the hearts. That's amazing. I hope you're enjoying all this talk about Chinese astrology and life in general. Let's see. Lisa Marie said, sorry for your loss. She said her first husband died in 2014, and his name was Richard.
Oh, okay.
She's the goat. She's climbing up that mountain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Miss Jessica's sending lots of hearts. Let's see. Lisa Marie. Two of my children, let's see. Two of my children are in the sign of the dog. Oops. There's some good stuff. We have to talk good stuff about the dog, Richard.
Yeah. Well, one thing is that they're always there.
One is a Sag and one is a Scorpio. So what do you think the difference is between a Scorpio dog and a Sagittarius dog?
Well, a scorpion dog is very, very target specific. And when I say that is they know exactly what they want and how they want to operate. The Sagittarian dog is the wandering dog, that is an explorer, and that can be good. It just yeah, and so it's again, the Scorpion is particular, and the Sagittarian is not.
Okay, Lisa, I hope that helps.
Her son is studying to be an architect, but he is a beautiful artist and just amazing. So he is the Sagittarius.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and he's, like you said, exploring and expansive, and he does these resins, and they look like crystals, and he's studying to be an architect. So that's really interesting.
Yeah, yeah. But dogs have a permanency. They have to have a couch. So they will always find a nesting place, and that's their comfort zone.
Yeah, Lisa Marie said, "Oh my gosh, totally Ricky." That's her son. And then my sister Miss Lila says, "As a Leo fire dragon, is there anything I should be on the lookout for the year of the pig?"
Well, she definitely need to find her Virgo.
Find her a Leo needs to find a Virgo.
Yeah, the year of the pig will bring the calmness and the full circle in any of her relationships that she might have, whether it's with the Virgo or Capricorn or otherwise, because Leo women in particular definitely love knowing that they are stable, so that they can do just what they want to do.
Yeah, and she's a Gemini rising, so she's
that's a whole different program.
She's very curious, very curious,
yes.
Very smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. Jessica wants to know, did Richard say he teaches students about Chinese astrology? I guess she also uses astrology as a tool for social emotional learning.
Yes, that is a big deal in the school system. And we teach it, yes, social emotional learning, where we group the kids in their homerooms and have conversations about them. And, it's very easy for the teacher or the leader, because we have all the information in our hand, the month they were born, the day they were born, and the year they were born. So you can look at the responses that's being made and understand a little more about why and who they are and develop them, because social emotional learning is about developing.
Wow.
Yeah, totally. Joyce has a question. How can a Pisces rooster best support their Sagittarius goat son?
Oh my goodness. I love you. I love you. Well, I think that I know that the rooster and the Sagittarian part of her son is doing beautiful and wonderful happiness together.
No, she's a rooster, the Pisces rooster, and the son is the Sagittarius goat.
Yeah, it's the rooster and the Leo that's getting and the Sagittarian that's getting along, because roosters are supportive and Sagittarians are free-spirited personalities. And so that whole world brings them into a harmony, but it's hard because Sagittarians are going to want to have their period in life of seeking. And when people, you can't hold them back from that would make them ever more wanting to see what's out there. And you say she is a Pisces?
She's a Pisces rooster.
Yeah, she is very nurturing. Her whole thing, the Pisces and the rooster, that is a maternal nest for her. I mean, Pisces women are very maternal. They'll throw a man out in a minute to keep all those kids. Because they love their kids and they invest emotionally in their kids. So with the Sagittarian not really having, Sagittarians are not those personalities that have to be nurtured by that. They have to be their nurturing is that you understand me and you're willing to let me go.
Nice. Deborah, do you want to pull some cards for Richard? I know that you looked at some of his numbers. Do you want some cards pulled for you, Richard?
Oh, yes, because I'm in a changing period.
Well,
and I don't know what that is.
Intuitively, if you can find time, because you have a lot going on, you need to write a book. I mean, your story and your experiences and your honoring your family. I mean, this is an incredible journey that you've been on. And I think also, yes, you're honoring your mother, you're honoring your sister that was kind of like the parent. I mean, there is definitely a book in the forecast for you, no question. And it doesn't have to be right now, since you're doing with the school and the theatric and everything. That's wonderful. That's exactly what you should do. I don't know if you're open to a relationship, trying to find some of that that room to create that. But I'm seeing the possibility of you having a relationship, or I just want you to be open to that nice energy that you can be playful. Maybe it doesn't have to be a committed relationship, but I see a relationship coming for you if you kind of lift that energetic wall from your heart chakra and just, I mean, I like these cards a lot, but I also think that you can be indecisive when it comes to love, or protective, or, not always, open to it. But I think if you really open yourself up, that I think there's someone coming into your life, and maybe you go light to connect, ride the wave with that soul connection and not analyze it, and just, like I said, go light to connect. So I'm seeing that's a possibility, and I'd like you to be open. And that's what I'm getting. But the book is huge. So I think that based on your numerology, because this is a 9 cycle for you. So yes, there's an ending, a completion. So probably around, it could be October, November, December, but when you get into that 1 cycle, there are new opportunities opening up for you, and you may think about the book within 2 years.
Well, though I love people digging into me, because I don't say what it is right off the bat, because I think I'm thinking too hard of the experience. And people are coming on to me, and I ignore it because I see through them as a responsibility that I have to work out, which is not good. I mean, it's you just have to take it as it is. But I'm doing that a lot. So that is kind of pushing that away from me.
Okay.
Well, you're having Saturn on your sun right now, and that's probably why your immune system, the energy, it's easier for you to either catch a cold or not have your resistance up enough. So right now, especially the next, most of 2019, you really want to pay attention to your health and make sure that your diet is on point, that you're at least getting a little exercise and taking care of your physical body.
Yeah.
That's what stands out strong. But Jupiter is in your first house, moving to your first house. So this is really a time that it's almost like you're really the dragon now. All the adornment, all the lights are on. People are going to see you. Mm-hmm. So it's going to push those buttons that you're like, this ain't, nope. But, the universe has plans. So be open a little bit, open up a little bit, because the universe wants to bless you with some experiences. Look how far back he went, Deborah. Look how far back he went. We started talking to him. He's like, ooh.
These are, I
Well,
just
you
pulled,
know, one of those things I think it's really, when you're born as a twin, you are always watching out for each other. And now two twins are going to be identical. Uh, I was very, very watchful of Ron because Ron was a different person than I.
Yeah.
And
You were the
so I
talker.
know
He was the quiet one.
he was the quiet one, and I did not want to be in a relationship that would take away from our relationship. So I didn't do that, not on no ongoing basis. And I think I'm still subject to that attitude now that I have to break away from some way or another.
Yeah.
Uh, because I don't have anyone to be watchful of but myself.
Yeah.
And I have to remind myself of that from time to time.
What'd you get, Deborah?
So I love these cards. The 10 of Hearts is like where you are right now in your life and what you're doing with these children and making a difference. When you were talking, I'm like, I wish I could have gone to the school and experienced this child. No, I'm serious. And your mother is so present. And so, I mean, I think right now your mother is dialed in to all of these conversations. And your
Yeah.
mother is so proud of you and so amazed by the man that you've become, what you've endured, the loss that you've had. And so it's just amazing. And this is a great year for you. The 10 hearts, like Patty said, we need for you to be open and receptive and playful and just go light to connect. So I can identify with that because that's kind of what I'm trying to do. And Patty's been really helpful for me. So these cards are fabulous. And I found these, I've had these for years and then I refound them. They're the Wheel of Fortune. So they're just really cute. And these are these are fabulous cards. Really good.
Really good. Well, Deborah and Richard, we have come to our hour. That was a quick hour.
Yes, too quick.
Yeah. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight and listening and learning about Chinese astrology. I learned a lot, and we would love to have you back on. I also want to let everybody know that we will be back next Tuesday, of course, with another amazing guest. Not as good as Richard, but we're going to try our best.
Oh, you'll top me, that's for sure.
We have a new intro that maybe you didn't see when we first came on, but I'm going to sign off with our new cartoon for the show, our new intro. So, Richard, thank you so much for joining us and finally getting our tech right.
Yes.
And hanging in there with us. Feel better soon. And until then, we'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Deborah?
Thanks for joining. I'm just trying to, I'm not even going to sleep tonight. I am so excited. This was such an amazing experience. I'm taking notes. Thank you so much, Richard. I hope we can have you come on again. It was just wonderful.
Thank you.
It was my pleasure. I enjoyed every moment of it.
So stay on, you guys, so you can see our intro. Hold on. Thanks, everyone. There we go.
Well, that was interesting. It split the screen and it was going, and then the other one was going, and
we'll get it worked out. But thanks,
Yeah.
everyone, for joining us. Until next Tuesday, we leave you peace, love, and fun, fun, fun. Go get it, people.